story about the life I've seen. Working in that garden, it's kept me nice and lean. Tilling in that garden, and then I weed and hoe, bringing in that produce that Mother Nature grows. I sweat out in the garden in the morning sun, watering the garden. When it's done, I'm snatching bugs and varmints that are eating on my greens. I'm working in that garden in my dirty old blue jeans. As they cleared the edge of the road, they all three broke into a running gallop. Now, if you've never seen a bear run, it's really quite entertaining. There's kind of a lumbering, rolling, loping kind of a posture that they get when they start to move, and it's humorous to watch an adult bear move. But to watch cubs move, it's just downright funny. The cubs weigh maybe 20 pounds apiece, and each pound seems to be moving.
Shifting sands pushed by the waves, tides pulling at the very structure and the order of life, forcing a change. Again and again, the way that we follow is often unclear, making one choose this way over that, one path over another, port over starboard, left over right.
In this particular way. If I were to intercede on the grub's behalf, the world would be altered. If I were to change the world, I had the right to do, but should I? This particular grub among 20 acres from out of the Florida woods and wetlands. Now, a lot of folks, they'll tell you that Florida was the first place in North America to have cattle. Oh, there were bison and the ancient Florida buffalo out there on the west, but you know, it wasn't what you'd call pure Florida beef, not the kind of beef that melts in your mouth. In fact, buffalo sing a cow song called Ghost Riders in the Sky. Some of you may know this, has a little message in it. It goes like this. An old cowpunk went riding on one dark and windy day. Up on a ridge he rested as he went upon his way. And all at once a mighty herd of red-ass cows he saw, a-plowing across the ragged skies and up a cloudy drove. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-oh, yeehaw, those riders in the sky. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. I wish that had... Yippee-yi-oh, riders in the sky. Their brands were still on fire. From out of the Florida woods and wetlands. Now, a lot of folks, they'll tell you that Florida was the first place in North America to have cattle. Oh, there were bison and the ancient Florida buffalo out there on the west, but you know, it wasn't what you'd call pure Florida beef, not the kind of beef that melts in your mouth. Riders in the sky. The brands were still on fire. When skies are gray, you'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You told me once, dear, there'd be no other, and no one else could come between. But now you let me to love another. Now you've broken up all of my dreams. Behold, my Florida sand. Yeah. Been listening to Dale Crider and singing to Bobby Hicks. A song about us crackers that let out his dicks. So call Me-ho, my Florida sand. You were born in Appalachia, in mountains to the north, flowing on the currents and following nature's course. So call me-ho, my Florida sand. Most people don't know Florida sand came from Appalachia. Well, carried by the rivers and carried on the wind, making new foundations where all our lives begin. So call me-ho, my Florida sand. Those mangroves spread their roots. They're trying to hold the land that the storms are breaking loose. So call me home, my Florida sand. It's rivers in the north, they're running to the sea, while in ancient waters just crying to be free. So call me home, my Florida sand. Home to many nations, many flags flew over thee. One thing held in common, we were crying to be free. Let us alone to make our stand on this Florida sand. Your homes of the past are in our elders' minds. Seek ye out their wisdom and the lessons you may find. And bar the door, stand away, let the waters run free. Stand not in the way of the times, for progress's mistakes will just an old lake make. Water seeks its own level, be humble in your mind. Oh, the bulldozers and drag lines are tearing up the land, building the impoundments and working in the mines, cutting roads in our wet prairies that now burn before our doors. Water seeks its own level, be humble in your mind. Bar the door, stand away, let the waters run free. Stand not in the way of the times, for progress's mistakes will just an old lake make. Water seeks its own level, be humble in your mind. Of wife and the dear ones of whom I'm bereft, for the old place again do I sigh. Take me back to the place where the orange trees grow, to my plot in the evergreen shade, where the flowers and the river's green margins did grow, and spread their sweet scent o'er the glade. Oh, the path to our cottage, they say, has grown green, and the place is quite mossy around. I know that the smiles and the forms I have seen now lie in that dark mossy ground.